Hello, it's Lee. First of all, I want to say sorry if the wind is going to muffle the speaker on my camera, and second of all, I apologize for some annoying construction in the background that you might hear. Trucks backing up, beep beep beep, and all that kind of jazz. Well, I'm going to give a simple quick talk about being happy to be different. Why the heck not? So, I'm up on a little hill here that is right by the new Sportsplex in Gatineau, and it had a very strong calling to me. I love the Druid ways and the old pagan ways, and not necessarily every single part of it, but the own understanding. I like geomancy and whatnot, and anyway, this is a lovely spot. And it makes me think of the old song from Caius, and when he says, "I stand alone on the cliffs of the world." You know, I look at all the hustle and bustle, all the perhaps necessary and maybe unnecessary human actions. You decide which is what for yourself. But yeah, I wonder, you know how they talk about mob mentality, and how a group of humans put together often end up having the sort of linked consciousness together, and it ends up being something akin to they act like they're 4 years old. There's a giddiness and an excitement that makes people very childish. Not necessarily always in a bad way, I mean, but mob mentality. I think that being different and not ashamed to be it, not necessarily, I'm not a person that necessarily likes the spotlight, and I don't necessarily want my videos to become very popular at all. I want it to just be secret, quote-unquote accidental findings for some people. No accidents. If you found my channel, it's not an accident, but it's not a very big popular thing, so I prefer it to be that way. And I've met a lot of very, very precious sweethearts. Some of you are very, very dear to me, and I hope that you're having a very good life and things continue to be abundant for you. When I was younger, I first started to notice that I was different at, I don't know, somewhat of a relatively young age. I didn't like school. I didn't like mingling with, I don't know, I didn't want to follow maybe the, sorry for the wind by the way if there's muffling. I didn't want to follow what the world was telling me or what society had put out for me. Yeah, I was a little boy, so I played with G.I. Joe and I had friends. We did bicycle rides and all that, spent a lot of time in the forest and things like this. Oh, here's a visitor. But the main essential fact is to be very happy, and then end up to become very proud when you are more spiritual than others, and you don't care about being a bit different, not to the detriment, but to your benefit. So all in all, I don't look down or despise anyone. I only can say that I find certain behaviors childish, and it ends up becoming when we outgrow them ourselves, and then we no longer need them, and maybe some things are just never necessary. Like what Albert Einstein said, that I live in the solitude that is painful in the younger years, but ends up becoming delicious in the later years. And like I said to a friend of mine recently on an email, that I think when we have already been mystics and hermits, shamans, druids, travelers, vagabonds, pilgrims, etc., when we already have been this in our past lives, it is a natural calling that comes to us, even in this one, of course, but by default, right? So, and there's a lovely sky. Oh, the wind is gonna make my camera sound funny at points. I'm sorry for that. Just try and bear with it. But yeah, everybody is on their path. Everybody is doing exactly what they're meant to do somehow, and it's not about despising, it's not about anything, it's just maybe I look at these people, I know it sounds maybe vain, but sometimes I feel like a dad for some of them, and I don't even want to say any words, just maybe my aura can project something out. And I've met a few souls that have humbled me. There was one person I remember seeing in Ottawa in the wintertime. He got off the bus and he looked me in the eyes. He was about, I don't know, mid-30s or so. And this is just a couple years ago. His eyes pierced me. They went right through and read everything up and down. The guy was very old. I don't know who he was. I wanted to talk to him, but I guess circumstance didn't allow it. But yeah, you know, it's funny because if we have already endeavored certain things, if we have already gotten out, you know, let's just say the human body is exciting, so maybe one particular lifetime we really enjoy sex, or one lifetime we really enjoy food, or one lifetime we really enjoy, I don't know, traveling and all this kind of stuff. And if we've already done that, yet when we see people following the same thing and doing their own natural inclinations, then it's interesting because they're doing it, like for me, I see people doing these things with cars, with airplanes, with all these things. So I look at them and say, you lucky little children. Because when I did those things, I didn't have that stuff. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, part of my funny nuances and yada yada, I'm just a silly old dude. I'm a clown of a poet. I always have been and always will be. Once you are a mystic, once you are a philosopher, once you are a lover of everything, I love everything and everybody, and you don't go back. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away, and that's just comforting. That's really, really sweet. I hope that I don't become sour in my old age and become grumpy when things get even more strange on this planet, but I'm happy to be different. It took a long time to be comfortable with myself, and now that I have come into my 30s now and all that, I don't give a damn what people think about me, in the sense of, you know, what they don't understand, and they wish to mock what they don't understand. It doesn't bother me anymore. And I went to that struggle in my 20s, and now shrug it all off. Anyhow, sorry for the wind and the construction noises and all that, but have yourself a good one. If you're different, you know, don't worry about it. If you're younger and you're watching this, be happy that you're different. Know that it's a great challenge and an initiation each and every life, and maybe sometimes for some people just their first time. And breaking away from what the world thinks and to start to only care more about what God thinks, what love, what love and what light thinks, what source thinks about you. You know, like what Jesus said, that the prince of this world has already been judged. If people are worrying about what the dark side thinks about them, you know, caring about what Lady Gaga says or some nonsense like this, God bless her eternal soul, I know, grow up and all that, but I'm just saying, it doesn't matter what the world thinks. What do you think? That's the question and the agreement to make with yourself. What do you think? What do you think Source and Spirit thinks about you? What does the Creator think about you right now, at this moment? Right now the Creator is smiling at me and saying, oh, you're just a foolish little clown, but he means well. I hope so, you know? But such as it is. I don't mind standing out, whatever the case. I don't mean spotlight, but I mean I don't mind being... I'm comfortable being different by now. It doesn't bother me anymore. I hope that you'll feel the same about yourself and not worry about it so much. Ooh la la, I like this spot. I brought my son here a couple weekends ago, and oh my god, he wouldn't stop wanting to go up and down, up and down. He recently discovered his belly button, so he ended up calling this small hill, what did he call it? Belly Mountain. And my son is bilingual, so he said, Belly Mountain at Connor, sir. His name's Connor. So this is his Belly Mountain. Belly Mountain at Connor, sir. I love that little dude. Anyways, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna continue my walk. You guys have a wonderful moment. And more to come. Alright. Cheers.